What's up guys, GFA here. Today we're looking at the top 5 tips on CSGO. This will be a very brief and quick tutorial on how you can improve your CSGO performance if you're a beginner or a silver or in the Nova ranks. So without further ado, let's begin. Tip 1 is to always have your crosshair at the head height. Obviously this is something you learn over time, but I cannot express how important this is. I always see people staring at the ground when I'm spectating. It's simply the biggest mistake you can make in Counter-Strike. If your crosshair is at head height, then you're always ready to hit the headshot on your enemy. This means that they will die a lot quicker, and you'll most likely win close quarter duels. Obviously the head height will differ depending on map terrain, such as stairs and boxes, etc. So this is something you're going to have to learn as you learn the maps and play more of the game. Second up is callouts and teamwork. This is very important if you want to win a match. Please make sure your mic is enabled in competitive matches to ensure that you can communicate with your team. I know there's some venomous people on Counter-Strike, but if you try, act polite, and don't lower yourself to their level, then your game will improve and you can walk away knowing that if you do lose, it's not your fault. So learn callouts, positions, etc. Share your ideas with your team, you know what site to go to. Share that with your team and communicate. Thirdly is the mouse sensitivity and DPI settings. Guys, this is something I cannot express how important this is. It's something you can't be told or shown. You have to find what's comfortable for you. Pro players play on a lower sensitivity and use all of their mousepad, but they do play at a lower resolution, so take that into account. I can't really play like that. I've unfortunately learned to play with my wrist at a high sensitivity at 1080p, but you should learn with a nice slow one to avoid the habit that I've adopted. This will allow you to be more accurate in shooting, thus killing your opponent a lot quicker. The rule of thumb that I use is one full movement to the right or the left, whether it be with your wrist or moving the whole mouse, should be a 180-degree turn, so you'd be facing directly behind you. Fourth tip I would give is to learn spray and recoil control of various weapons. As you probably know, all the guns in CSGO have a set spray pattern that once learnt can be controlled. This is useful as it means your fully automatic sprays will be on target for the headshot to allow you to kill your opponent. This will help you develop your aim and not have to tap shoot as much to try and get those headshots from across the map. Your Counter-Strike skill ceiling will improve and it will allow you to achieve a higher rank in game. This is very important and there are many ways to do this. There are workshop maps available to download. I'll link one in the description for you, or you can simply jump into a deathmatch or a bot match and shoot the wall to learn that way. Lastly, for this top 5 would be sounds. Various actions in Counter-Strike make a specific sound, such as an enemy scoping with a sniper. I would always assume it would be an AWP just to be safe. Footsteps that change depending on what surface is being walked on, etc, etc. This is why I would suggest getting a decent headset for this game that has 7.1 surround. I personally have a very cheap sound card. It cost me about £15, so about $25. And I have a pair of HyperX Clouds, which are just a fantastic headset. I hear everything in game that the game has to offer with a crisp high quality in 7.1. This allows me to pinpoint enemy locations and use it to my advantage to pre-aim corners that I know someone's about to come around. This again is very important, so please invest in a decent headset. And that's it guys. I will do a much more in-depth tutorial on things such as the economy in Counter-Strike and player roles, together with how to use various grenades in the game properly, because I see people using them wrong all the time. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and this is GFA, signing off. Oh god, I'm flying. Fucking rocket walls. Right. Jesus, it exploded. 30 seconds. Gotta grab. Gun. And can I get wife as well? No. I know there's a map. I remember reading something about